Thank you. All right, you're not going to believe your ears. The Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, they already attracts the best that Broadway has to offer. But with the new Steinmetz Hall set to open next year, music lovers will experience something they've never heard before: perfection.
Bit by bit, putting it together. Piece by piece, only way to make a work of art. And when it's completed, the Steinmetz Hall will be a work of art.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Foster Cronin, VP of Programming and Education at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, will be instrumental in booking Steinmetz and is as anxious as anyone for the hall to open.
You'll come here and just experience something that is just completely unique.
And with a year to completion, the complexities of what will make Steinmetz so unique are taking shape. Or in this case, the many shapes that Steinmetz can take.
We can do any kind of configuration out on the floor in terms of the seats. So if we need a large pit orchestra, we can make it a large pit. If we need a completely flat floor, we can do that. And that's all by just a press of a button.
3 separate configurations, from full orchestra to intimate recital hall, rows of seating that can automatically sink into the floor to accommodate a cabaret or provide a dance space. A feat of engineering to expand and contract the hall depending on the performance.
We have a shell that can come in on these large train tracks and come into place and form a perfect shell around so that orchestras can perform. That shell can go away, can get locked up, and then it turns into a proscenium house.
And as the Steinmetz Hall transforms itself to suit the needs of each artist and each performance, one thing will remain constant: the world outside
will remain outside.
Between the theater shell and the concrete wall to the outside, there are hundreds and hundreds of these isolation pads that will dampen and deaden any sound that's trying to get in and disrupt the performance.
The room itself is a floating room, and it lays on these rubber casters that make it a room within a room. So any sound that comes in, it will be completely gone. So essentially, like a train could be going up South Street and you wouldn't hear it.
And when the first key is struck, when the first bow is put to string, the audience will discover what truly sets Steinmetz Hall apart. It will be the most acoustically perfect hall in the world.
And inside, there's all these panels, acoustical panels, which we'll be adjusting when we're tuning the room to make it just absolutely perfect.
The acoustics so precise, a single oboe playing will sound the same whether you're seated in the front, the rear, or off to the side. It's practically impossible to tell the difference. Art isn't easy. The Steinmetz Hall right now is just a shell of its future self. But when the last nail is hammered into place, it will be a world-class venue, attracting world-class talent.
The world's greatest orchestras and dance companies, some of the best rock and country, comedy. We're trying to program anything and everything in here to bring the best talent to Central Florida.
But right now, they're putting it together. That's what counts.
I didn't even get to the green room, which is right behind the hall. It's going to be like another recording studio, another place for artists to perform as well and relax before the concert, obviously. Now, when the construction is done here, sound technicians, they'll get in. They'll spend about 6 weeks balancing the room. 70 mechanized fabric panels that are concealed within the ceiling and 6 large acoustical curtains throughout the hall will direct and filter the sound from the back of the room. Literally, you could hear a pin drop. It's really an amazing feat of engineering, Amy, when you see it coming together.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's all on train tracks. That's how they move it forward, all these train tracks that they put in there.
Wow. And for you to be able to get in there and see it as it's being built, so seeing the bones of the building is very cool.
Seeing all that stuff that you're not going to see once they put it into place. What's keeping the place from floating like that? They just baffle the sound as it tries to make its way in.
Amazing.
It's pretty great.
Can't wait to go watch a concert in there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bob, thank you.